Airline Manager 4. I'm currently working on the United States. I have a lot of aircraft that I purchased recently. There's going to be about 5 or 6 aircraft, and I've only got a few hubs. So if I go over here and I look down at the bottom, you're going to see that I've got some planes waiting. One, two, three, four, five, 6 aircraft. And I believe they're all cargo aircraft. So there should be enough, because these are smaller planes, there's going to be enough demand that I'll be able to do the routes. So the first thing I'm going to do, you know what, I probably have to do maintenance on all these aircraft. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to check the details and check maintenance. So you see that I haven't done the improvements, and I have lots of money, and I'm just going to put this halfway to balance it out. And then I'm going to go to my fleet and click on parked. And I'm going to go to details and then maintenance and then modify. And it's the same thing. Reduce CO2 is going to save me a little bit of money. The speed increase and the reduced fuel consumption, I'm going to put this halfway. Because it's a small aircraft, it doesn't matter how you set the demand. For a larger aircraft, you have to go and be very careful about how you assign your heavy load and your large load, because most airports cannot meet the demand of a large aircraft. So I got a few more planes to do. They are 2 per hub. I've got LaGuardia, JFK, and Baltimore. They're not going to make a lot of money. One of the issues is you don't want to choose the cheap cargo planes. The cheap cargo planes don't make any money at all. So I went with something that's a little bit mid-range. And I'm not doing this to make money. I have tons of money. I'm just doing it for fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. You can see it's the A310 300F. I've got one more I'm going to do. Obviously, the speed increase means you're going to be able to fly more per day. Okay, because they're being modified, you're going to see them over here in the pending column, and it shows how much time it's going to take. You see it's going to take 2 hours to complete the modification. I've got all these other aircraft that probably also need to be modified. I'm going to check Asuncion, Paraguay. So you got to go to hubs. It's going to be near the bottom because it's a new hub. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So I've already got 8 aircraft, and some of them are cargo. I've got 5 passenger, 3 cargo. So that means that I could use some new aircraft here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I'm going to be adding 5, 6, 7 aircraft. And the reason why I added cargo is because I maxed out my passenger aircraft. Okay, this is ready to go. And it already has seat assignments. That means that It could be one of the planes that's already assigned to the hub that I showed you over here when I clicked on the hub. So I probably already did the maintenance. We're going to go check the one at the bottom. This one has not been done yet. I'm probably going to do everything at the same time, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. So I am going to go to finance and then marketing, new campaign. I always do 4 hours at 25 to 35%. And then the eco-friendly. And then I'm going to go to fuel, check my CO2, make sure it's maxed out. And then I'm going to start departing. And we're going to see if some of those parked planes depart. That was 82 million. I'm going to go to my CO2. That was 83 million. I have done over 100 million before because you used to depart 30 aircraft. Now I have to repurchase fuel. It looks like I'm going to get a very high price. And the CO2. You got to do, I have a low capacity for CO2. And you notice I was awarded one training point. It takes a while for me to depart all of my aircraft. And then I'm going to check the maintenance for the planes for Paraguay. 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 I think that the reason why I chose the higher fuel capacity is because you lose a lot more money if the fuel price is high. So I went with higher fuel capacity so that I could buy it cheap and keep a large supply of it stored, enough for like 60 or 70 aircraft. And with the CO2, I will take it even if it's at a high price. So you get the fuel, you want to increase your fuel capacity because the expense of fuel is a lot higher than CO2. And you need to buy fuel when it's cheap. For example, over here, you can see it was cheap at 4 o'clock. You notice that it says holding quotas. I didn't depart a lot of aircraft, apparently. Sometimes, because the price is high, sometimes I don't fill up the fuel. And I'll just do it the next time I play the game. Okay, so I'm going to look at my USA maps. And we're going to look at those parked aircraft. Asuncion, you notice that there's only one here and a few here. So for some reason, they didn't depart, which means it probably came from another hub. And I probably did a ferry flight. So I'm going to check this Gaborone, Botswana for maintenance. See, we got the same situation. And the best thing to do is to put it about equal. You see how it says 192,000 and 110,400? You want to make it 110,200 and 192,200. Because what's going to happen is if you have 192,000, it might give you 191 because you don't get full demand. You want to have a little bit of a buffer so that if you don't get full demand, it'll still be over 192,000. So you want to equalize the 271 and the 270, which is on the right side, the lower three decimal places. Equalize that for your marketing so that you won't go under 1,000. I'm going to make a small amount more money by doing that. Okay, so that is the maintenance, and I am going to go to company, and I am going to go to staff, and then I'm going to click on training. You see we've got management, operations. It's going to be under operations, right? So you go under operations, and you want to make sure that everything for maintenance is filled out. What do we got here? We've got fuel capacity, and we've got CO2. I guess I was stupid and I was doing CO2 capacity. Definitely do the fuel capacity. So I raised it up by 4. You see over here it says training points equals 0. Events you don't really need. This is more hangars. Someone said to get your hangars early in the game because later in the game they're more expensive. With points it doesn't matter so much. So when you go to pending, you're going to see all the maintenance over here. And I think there's another place where it says plan. Like these are the aircraft. Oh, I forgot to do my A checks. These are the aircraft that have maintenance. You see it's Sunday. This is the maintenance that's being done. That's the aircraft where I reduce the CO2, reduce the fuel, etc. So that's where you can go and see what is being done. And then I'm going to come over here and do bulk check. I've only got one that needs to be checked, so it should be fine. Even though it says that there's 13 that are due. Maybe we'll see them on their return flights from their destination. I am going to check my email, see if I got any messages. Please, I beg you, I'm a real fan. I'd like you to guide me to be like your airline. Please train me to be like your airline. I will train you. I'm going to put I will guide you. See if there's any other mail. Yes, I will help you. Okay, so in the USA, what do we got going on? You can see that there's a lot of aircraft coming out of the northeast. And the reason why is because the best flights later in the game, long range, are going to be from the northeast. You want to move up to like this area. This is Massachusetts. Even Massachusetts, not so much, but you want to move up into whatever this country is in the north here. Marblehead and Peabody. So in this range is where you're going to get the longer flights going out. And in the rest of the US, a lot of the long range flights are going to end up in the Pacific Ocean. So I should probably, what I'm going to do is, because I've got these hubs, I'm going to put some long range aircraft into those hubs so we can see what type of distance we get out of it. Okay, so I will buy a cargo aircraft. I'm going to get the 380-800F. And then I want to make sure I put it in New York. And oh yeah, there's a slider over here. Just do it like that. Order that aircraft. And I'm going to pick another one. I will put it in LaGuardia. Going to slide this up. And I'll see if I can get one more. And I will put it in Baltimore. There's a chance I might have to remodify this, which means that you got to pay. You see the modification has a cost. I'll have to pay it again. It's not a lot of money. Like 2 million, 3 million. These are all parked for a reason. The reason why they're parked is because I did something like a ferry flight. But I don't know why I did it. I don't know if I was moving it to the hub. Usually that's what I do. If I'm going to move it to that hub, I will park it, ground it, so that when it lands, it will just sit there. It says Singapore. Oh, there it is. So it's probably one of these aircraft, and it's probably going to be this one over here that says 19, or maybe this one over here. 422M, yeah, it's this one right over here. And the reason why is because it was short range on another hub, and I'm going to give it an extended range. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for this video. This video is Airline Manager 4 maintenance, and you can watch a future video to see how things are going in the USA. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Don't forget to go to cheapbooks.com to search for books and textbooks.